Hey everyone, I'm here and Rob's sitting there.
I'm here.
He's playing a little bit of video games,
Hey
Magic.
everyone. Oh
I'm
God.
here and
Hold
Rob's
on.
sitting there.
Oh no, what
Um,
happened here?
Uh,
I have my
What
audio
did?
going. Oh my God, that
Oh
was the
no,
worst. That was the worst. Sorry
what
everybody.
is that?
Sorry. All right.
I'm so confused right now.
So this week we're going to talk about just a few things. Legacy tournament.
Mhm.
Some Dice Masters delays, and there's something that we can't talk about because the person's not here right now. What's up, Reg?
What
Um,
up, Reg?
but we were supposed to talk about prizing stuff going forward or shareable prizes and whatnot. But they're not here. But I think we got some interesting things to talk about. So,
Oh show.
what are you doing right now, Robert?
I am almost done. I have this guy down to 3 life. I'm gonna swing with everything that I have.
So, Robert's
This
playing
should
Magic the
do it.
Gathering Arena,
This should do it. He
which
doesn't have any life linkers. Oh wait, he does have a life. Oh man, I might have screwed up, guys.
yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna try to start streaming more Magic the Gathering Arena stuff because they're about to come out with Brawl format on there. So
For sure.
we like playing Commander Brawl, especially when one of us cheats somehow.
I
Uh,
don't know who that could be.
it's both of us.
Uh, that's true. You did do a cheat the other day on me.
Yeah.
And I
Uh,
could not win for anything. We were
um,
up till like 4 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how. I was trying to figure out how to beat his deck, and it would not happen because he was cheating.
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's what I always hear.
But it beats the heck out of the one where you were cheating on a live stream because you didn't read the card.
Yeah,
uh,
that was funny. That
uh,
wasn't really cheating. That wasn't paying attention to the card. Is that's different, right?
it's still cheating. It's cheating without intent. You didn't
I
intend to
guess.
cheat. You just were
I
grossly
just did.
negligent.
Very gross. Okay, the guy quit on me. I don't know why he
Yay!
took
Oh
forever.
wow.
He wrote me for one of his timeouts and then decided to quit. Just quit. If that's what if
Um,
you weren't intending to continue playing, just quit, guys.
we got an announcement at the end of the stream that we're going to talk about we're going to mention something that we're going to talk about next week. We were going to do it this week. In fact, we were. It's something that we had talked about with Reg after last stream because last stream we how long were Rob jumped on afterwards after Party Rob jumped on after the live stream to talk.
Party Rob's in the house. We're at.
And we were all talking, and there was a few ideas thrown around, and we actually think some good ideas came out of it, and we want to talk about it. So we're probably
For
gonna
sure.
we will be doing that next week, and we'll hint you guys in a little bit more on that.
Yes.
Oh my god. So what have you? Well, I guess we have basically been playing Commander and just doing nothing really this whole entire weekend. You may have done something more than me.
No,
Okay, all right,
that was it.
yeah.
I we played Commander Saturday and Sunday I just watched the Cowboys game and ate horrible McRibs and like
Sir, there's
I
no
thought I was
terrible
gonna die.
McRibs.
I thought I was gonna die from eating all that food. Like it just was not a good choice. I
Hmm.
made a bad life choice, like I always do. When I'm by myself, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Bad life choices like McRibs. Um, they were good though at the time, but they were just so bad afterwards. It just set in my stomach like a rock, just like oh. So yeah,
Like the Rock.
like the rock. Yeah, I was just like
So the reason we're
Mr.
playing.
Ribs.
Yeah.
Mr. Ribs are the best.
I
I like Miss Ribs better. She's so polite.
I think it's Miss Ribs if you're nasty.
Oh, because
uh,
it gets everywhere.
yeah. So the reason that we were like playing commanders because me and Rob are trying to like build commander decks because we're trying to get like 3 or 4 decks together so we can live stream gameplay,
And not cheat.
and not cheat.
That's
Uh,
why we were practicing, so we'll know how our cards work.
Spoiler alert: I still screwed up,
You did.
but
You
at
really
least I
did.
know now.
Now you know. And guess what?
Knowing is not very much in the battle.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes. The more you know.
I like that meme that I posted, sent you. The GI Joe said, "The knowing is half the battle. The other half is brutal violence."
Oh yeah, that would be the other half.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh man. So yeah, we're looking to do that, and the legacy tournaments continued on. I lost again. Um,
Oh no,
yeah.
it was a hard fought battle though, right?
Yeah, I actually won one game out of it, and
Nice.
uh, I played Jezco. Jezco won the previous Legacy season. He has a team that, if I don't do the right thing in the right order, I will lose, and I didn't do that, and I almost won 2 games to none, but I got too anxious and swung for 17 on one turn, and then I couldn't field things the rest of the time, and the whole entire time, he was like, "All right, this is my last turn. All right, this is my last turn. This is my last." And then he just like, "All right, this is the last turn," and he won. And it's like,
What's up, Davis?
"What's up,
That's
Davis?"
awesome. Yeah, I remember playing Jesco, and it was. I think I beat Jesco. I think he's the only person that I've won against. And yeah, he had some good teams, man. They were scary.
Mm-hmm.
It just when we played, he just not could get it. He couldn't get any rolls.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And usually that's me, and that's kind of how it went down against Laurier this week for me. That video is up. Laurier did apologize for his bad connection and the video quality. Um, but yeah, I didn't have to see what was going on to know I was going to get beat by that team.
Ray Charles could have
Um,
seen it.
yeah, and not only was he blind, but he's also dead now. So he saw it from beyond the grave. But yeah, he annihilated me, man. But it was fun. I listened to the playback, and yeah, there was a couple of things that I probably could have done differently, but they didn't really matter in
Yeah.
the long run. So
There was a few
I wasn't
things.
too upset about my play.
Yeah, there was a few things in there that me and Ryan were saying, but like the next turn, it didn't matter. Uh,
Yeah,
I was trying to be as positive as I can because I've been told that I'm kind of negative. Uh,
yeah, by me.
yeah, but I tried to be as positive as I possibly could. But in that watching that game, I was as positive as I could be.
It was hard, man. It was hard. It's just that team is just such a beat down team, and like, man, that what is her name? Um, this green one. What is her name?
Oh yeah,
Hope Summers.
yeah, the worst.
So broken, dude. So broken.
She needs to get
That's
banned.
ridiculous. Yeah. Hopefully she will. So we're going into week 4, and usually by week 4, last tournament we knew who was going to win the tournament. Do you happen to know this time around if that is the case?
Let me see.
Because I know coming into this week, Jocelyn was the big winner chicken dinner.
Yeah.
She was just running over people from what I hear. The word around town. I wouldn't know because I'm so far down the bracket. You know, I have
I
to
mean,
hear all my winnings.
I'll just say
all
this:
stuff secondhand.
I haven't lost to her yet, so you know.
Have you played her?
Hey, we're not talking about that. I just haven't lost to her yet. Okay.
Okay. All right. So it looks like if she goes on to win, there's going to be some big cards getting banned.
Yeah,
Cards that I.
her and Bodie are going into the last this week,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. Are they playing? They should be playing each other. Where?
Wow, Bodie's running an Immortal team
Yeah.
or Warriors 3. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find their thing. Yeah, her and Bodie are playing each other, and that's essentially for the championship. It kind of didn't make sense to have a fifth round again, but
Yeah.
we're not going to get into that. So this is essentially for the championship. If next week, if Jocelyn loses and there's some way that strength to schedule wise someone beats someone else, I think if Jocelyn or Bodie wins, whoever wins this one, they should be the winner of the whole entire tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the next week, if they lose, the other one could win the whole entire tournament, depending on strength to schedule and everything like that.
That's interesting. Well, either way, it looks like Switch is going to get banned.
Thank God.
Switch is going to get banned, and the Collector and Norman will get banned.
Oh man,
So that's pretty cool.
those are some pretty heavy hitters.
Yep.
If we're being honest, especially in a legacy type tournament where you get down to the nitty gritty of not having very many win cons and everything like that. Does it affect either of our teams that much?
If Jocelyn wins, my teams are pretty much garbage. I wouldn't be able to use PXG, the Field of
Mm.
Sidekick. I won't be able to use Magic Missile or Molnir, but I guess I could use Mutation or right Mutation. Not
Psylocke.
Mutation. The one that is it. Which one is it? It's one of the Ninja Turtle basic actions that does a ping. It's like Magic Missile.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? But I guess I could swap out for that.
Yeah, but it's
If
going to
Magic
be
Missile goes, but it's going to be really hard to try to run a Fix-It team without Molnir,
common fix-it team.
a common Fix-It team. So it looks like I'm going to have to switch up and maybe go back to the Batman thing that I had going on. But even then, I might switch to my ramp being Spot Samantha. I think Jessica's running that,
Yeah,
and it's a really good little ramp mechanic. So
it's
I
like
think that's a
fish.
good one. Yeah,
It-
that's pretty cool. It's just Samantha's a little pricey.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a more expensive, more clunky fish.
Yeah, I don't really like those combos where you have to rely on two characters being in the field. It's hard to pull those off.
Mm-hmm.
With my rolls, they're so bad. I'm lucky if I get one character in the field. So having to rely on two is it's not bueno.
Dude, watching some people when they don't have something to fill the sidekick and they depend on sidekicks to just go and then they just roll them all the time. I'm like, what did you do to your dice? Like, what kind of voodoo magic do you have done to your dice?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can
Rory
barely do it
rolled
if there's
so
a
many
thing.
sidekicks against me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I could barely feel the sidekick when I have Professor Xavier on the field or in
That's true.
on my team. It's just
I
like,
can't roll the mass.
yeah,
I don't know what it is, man. It's just we're not the chosen ones.
no.
That's all it is.
I
We weren't
am
meant for this world.
the one and only. No, that doesn't work. But
I
yeah,
don't know that song.
yeah. Sorry. All right. It's probably the way I'm singing it.
Could be. Sing it better, bro.
Sorry.
Alright.
So yeah, that's the legacy tournament. We're gonna try to stream a few more. Thanks, Mike.
Mike.
I'm gonna pop my collar for that. But actually, Mike, we were talking about Commander a little bit ago, and we're probably gonna be streaming games with Mike a lot of times, playing Commander, because Mike's a good dude, and
He's a commander guy.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Mike's been, I don't know. Mike's been with us on this channel ever since we started. I feel
I
like,
think so. Yeah, since day one, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, Mike's awesome, man.
yeah. And everyone that talks to him or meets him or whatever knows that he's a really good dude. So anytime that we can play a game with Mike, we're down for it. So, and Mike has
So-
a ton of cards in Magic's history. So
That's another cool thing about him.
yeah,
He's like, "Oh, I got these awesome cards." And like, what's that? What's that do? And you're just like, "Holy crap,
yeah.
that exists! Wow."
This makes 1,000,000 mana for like 1 mana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatevs. And this that can go like really to anybody. We have a channel within the Discord specifically for Commander. I don't know if everyone can see it or if they're invited.
everyone
So
can see it.
So if you're interested in playing Commander with us at all, just jump in there and let us know so we can get those games going because we're brewing. Me and Chris try to get together every other weekend. to
Sometimes
try to-
every weekend.
sometimes every weekend. Sometimes too much. Like, oh, leave me alone.
No, whatever.
But
Sometimes my wife, oh, you're gonna go hang out with your girlfriend?
yeah, have you seen me? But anyways, yeah, we're brewing our teams. We're trying to get them together.
We're taking this
unfortunately-
serious.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, I like one of the weaker. I feel like it's a weaker one. It's weaker because I don't have the cards. I like to run mono black. and mono black is kind of hard to build for, from what I hear. Especially with the cards that I have. The card pool that I have isn't very big, but I'm doing my best,
Someone
Just
sharing their cards with you to help you go bigger.
and I don't like that, honestly.
Okay, I'll just stop sharing my cards with you.
Yeah. Well, if you give them to me, they're mine now.
No, I'm not
You
giving
can't
them.
have them back ever again.
One of them Mike gave to me, and I'm not giving away something that Mike gave to me. So,
Too late, Mike. He gave it to me. You see what he does with the stuff you give him?
yeah. But
Oh man, yeah. So again, if you're interested in playing Commander with us, uh, sure, Mike. Thanks. I'll definitely let you know. I just don't know what I need.
yeah, we should get together this Saturday with Mike and just try to brew a little bit, and he can help us out a little
I'm
bit.
not going to be home this Saturday. I have to go to that wedding. Remember?
How dare you?
So, uh, again, last thing. If you want to play Commander with us,
Or Brawl.
just jump in there, or Brawl. Just jump in there. Let us know, and we'll get together and stream a match. I'm not good at it, but I'll play. I'm down.
Or he'll illegally play cards, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Or I
I
will
mean, just because the
illegally play
card text is on there doesn't mean that I have to read it.
or
Oh,
understand.
I love Oathbreaker. I just took apart my Oathbreaker deck, Mike, to make this Commander deck that I have. But I liked my Oathbreaker deck. I thought it was cute.
I'm thinking about making a mono red deck with Chandra. I know. Why do I hate everyone? But I don't know. I'm not too much into Oathbreaker as much as like everyone else, but I can build decks and all that, and I think Oathbreaker's kind of broken because if you have a black commander, you can kind of just destroy everyone
No way.
with Elder Spell.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's true. I won one game of Oathbreaker, one. So it's not like
How many have you played?
5.
5. So you won 20% of the time. That's 20 to 25% of the time to win in a multiplayer game is good.
I mean, it's such a small sample size that
Yeah,
you can't really make that determination off that small sample size.
but still. To say that you one of them, the one that we played with Kevin, you had answers for everything. It's just you.
He was so frustrated.
He just eventually ran out of gas. You eventually ran out of gas, and he had, all right, I'm going to play this. Are you going to kill it? I can't do anything about it. All right, I play it, and you're like, and it's like,
I forgot how I won that game. I just remember winning, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the first game of Oathbreaker I've ever won."
you played
Yeah, it was
Lily, and you played Elder Spell, and destroyed all of our things except for one thing each.
Oh, that's right, and that was amazing. I love Lily so much.
You didn't win with
favorite.
combat damage or anything else, but we were just like, there's nothing we can do. We concede. And
That's how I do it.
you had this little grin on your face, like.
So much fun.
Yeah. But
So yeah, and that we had delicious pizza from right next door, and that was amazing. So I would like to do that again.
I think
One of these days we need to go head out there.
that's the third time you've mentioned that pizza place on the stream, I think.
I like pizza, guys. I don't know if you knew this or not about me, but I love pizza. I will eat pizza any time of day. I don't care. I like pizza. I'll have it for breakfast.
What about pizza
Second
rolls?
breakfast. Pizza rolls are bite-sized pizzas. Why wouldn't I like pizza rolls?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land here to see exactly what kind of pizza country you're going to.
All the countries.
What about my barbecue pizza that I like?
Ah, gross. I'll
You-
try it.
You haven't tried. I think you need to try
I'll
it.
try it. I won't like it probably, especially if it has onions.
It doesn't have onions.
Good. Why am I getting mad about it?
I don't know.
Good. And for those of y'all that don't like pineapple on your pizza, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's delicious.
It is.
So it's like dessert.
Pine-
Yes, thank you, Reg.
Get over it. Pineapples are funny too. It's 2019, bro.
It's 2019, bro. Pineapples go on pizza. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hey, Jazzy. I just finished a project for Jazz. I was working on for her, for was it like 4 or 6 months? I don't remember. But she had me do a drawing on a lunchbox of hers, and I finally finished it on Sunday during the Cowboy game, and I gave it to her yesterday. So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah,
All
it
right.
was fun. I learned something that day.
It was the bestest of times.
Yeah,
Oh man. Oh, thank you. It's from
I
our.
made it myself.
It's from the Brewers battle thumbnail for the video. We had a thumbnail that was prepared a couple days ago for today's video, but we pivoted to go to something else to give more prep time for a few of the people on the channel. But so we didn't have time to make a thumbnail for tonight, really. Well, Robert
I
didn't have
mean,
time.
I did. I just didn't have time to redo it because my iPad died.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's that.
We're trying to be more responsible for the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Old
Trying to
Robert
make it.
is.
Mm-hmm. I got to do something.
I've made a couple, one or two of the one thumbnail probably.
Yeah. The
Um,
bad one.
hey man, I
You
do
know
what I
what?
can.
A thumbnail is better than no thumbnail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the saying goes, "A thumbnail in the hand is worth two in the bush" or something. I don't know.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Moses brought that down from the mountains.
All
Pretty
right.
sure.
So let's get into some of the bad things from the show, or from this week in Dice Masters.
Let's talk about a bad. They did a bad on us, guys. Who knows why?
So is it delayed, or did they just like take the date, the product page, and say it's coming out on this month later? Because I whenever until it says a specific date, it's not set in stone.
Correct. So, according to Ryan, uh, he said that it never actually had a date. It was just winter or whatever, fall 2019 or something like that, or whatever the quarter. I don't remember how they had it listed.
Yeah.
But now there's an actual release date of December for is that D&D and WWE, or is that just WWE?
Yeah, it's both of them.
So both sets are coming out.
But it doesn't say a specific day still, so people shouldn't get too upset about the dates on that yet. Honestly,
Yeah. Oh no! Don't say that, Mike.
I think you may be right, but I honestly, if we get it and it's good, I'm fine with that. As long as we don't get like 4 or 5 sets in a row in 1 month, I'm pretty much fine with it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, guys. This happens all the time. It's not anything new. Is it disappointing? Yes. I was looking forward to some new cards and dice, especially with the Legacy tournament going on. It would have been really cool to bring in some new cards into round or season 3 of the Legacy. We might not be able to. Yeah, we might not be able to do it because those are probably going to come out by the time Legacy season 3 is already kicked off. So, yeah, I mean, WWE coming out next year probably isn't a bad idea. Wait till after the holidays, because I'm sure that extra money is going to come in handy. Because if you're like me, I'm going to buy 2 campaign boxes. I'm going to buy 2 team packs. I don't know how many team packs are coming out. I don't know if there's 1 or 2, or if there's even team packs. Either way, I'm getting 2 of each. So that's easily going to be $120 maybe. Yeah. 150. I don't know. But if they both release in December, dude, that's $300 worth of Dice Master stuff that I'm going to be buying in December along with Christmas. So I'm okay with a little bit of a delay. I'm disappointed it didn't happen now. I would rather not get that out of the way today. You know what I mean? Or next month before it gets closer to the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not too upset about it. I'm kind of, that's the way it is at this point. I'm not mad at them. I'm not gonna badmouth WizKids like some people do. They just, they go off the handle, and I get it. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, we shouldn't be surprised,
Yeah, and for as much as we're getting frustrated about it not coming out, I'm sure they're just as frustrated as it not coming out for a specific reason because I'm sure even if we had someone on here from them directly to talk to us, they wouldn't be able to tell us why it's delayed. I can 100% guarantee they won't be able to tell us why it's delayed, but I'm sure it's something that they can't, they have no control over, and they would much rather it come out tomorrow and get it done with and get that rolling and get consumer confidence for Dice Masters rolling by having releases every 2 to 3 months like they do with HeroClix. They've handled that issue with HeroClix a long time ago, and they've definitely got it down on how to handle stuff with HeroClix. But Dice Masters, it's a different beast because it's different kind of product, and they probably get it from different companies and different distributors. So that's why it's just an issue. And hopefully eventually they'll get it figured out to where they can have a solid release schedule where it's smooth sailing, where like, all right, what's coming out in 2 months, or what's coming out, what team pack, or what is coming out here. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and Reg said that the WWE clicks came out without issue. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's, even though they're the same IP, they probably go through different channels. You know what I mean? It's just like your job, different. Everyone has, at their job, people do, you technically work at the same place, but you do different things and different policies, different procedures, different processes. So, it's unfortunate because you do want it. I was like, hey, how come you put up this other product, this other gaming product that has the same IP, but we can't get the dice stuff? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So who knows? Yeah, I wish we had it, but
Yeah.
I'm not upset about it. It's not the end of the world for me. We got plenty of Dice Master stuff right now. There's a lot of, I know Joe's pretty upset about it. He really wanted to get his hands on some more D&D because that's one of his favorite sets, I think.
Yeah.
And it would have been cool to have some more D&D because there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I was sad that I didn't get to join the stream last week to go over it with y'all. But man, it looks like a fun set.
Yeah.
Especially with those tokens coming along and doing things.
I think draft, it's for the set, it's going to be really fun, and I think there's a lot of cards that could be played outside of a draft or in set that would be super fun. And if you just play in set, I think it's a powerful set to play in set and play against people out of set. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
And just expanding the D&D I don't know, IP itself within Dice Masters is a good thing because there needs to be more. It's a lot. Early on, there was a lot of monsters and dragons and things like that, and now we're getting more. It looks like humans or different types of creatures that aren't necessarily dragons or vampires and things like that. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just to expand that world of D&D within Dice Masters is a good thing.
Yeah. And the reason I feel the way I do about them wanting to get things out is because talking to Jimmy, knowing how he feels about Dice Masters, I know that he specifically, and the other people there were mostly with the HeroClix because HeroClix was so huge. How many tables did we take up? There was it
Dice Masters?
Yeah, was it like 6 tables?
Maybe. I don't remember how long they were.
Yeah.
Like if there was 3 and 3, but we definitely took up 2 rows of whatever that section was, and then we had one little side draft, and I think there was 2 tables there.
Yeah.
So,
but
it wasn't that huge compared to HeroClix. But there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, HeroClix. It was like 10 rows. I want to say, or no, 8 rows and 3 tables each. And the middle tables were long tables, like double tables. Like we had a double table and 2 double tables, I would say. But compared to, they had so many more people handling the HeroClix than they did for the Dice Masters. But Jimmy has a passion for Dice Masters, and you could tell he wants stuff to go through. And talking to him a little bit, he's a cool dude, and he's excited for Dice Masters. So it isn't something that they don't care. I don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah.
I used to think something of that because they only care about HeroClix, this, that, and the other. No, there's people in their company that really are passionate and care for Dice Masters. So, yeah, the delay sucked, but it's kind of expected at this point.
Yep, and it's just more of a chance for the community to get creative with what we have. And I know we have kind of been doing that. I mean, we have all these different events that happen like every day of the week, it seems like, every week. So people are playing the game. Obviously, people want more cards to play, but it's not going anywhere, it seems like, at least in an online sense. And if they're still putting out the sets, that means people are playing it, people are buying it. Even if they're not showing up to our online tournaments or going to the WKOs or World Championships and stuff like that, people are playing it at home, it seems like, or else they wouldn't keep putting these out for the 26 people that show up for online tournaments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably not enough money for them.
Yeah. Research and development alone would just be like astronomical for 26 players.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, delays suck, but it is what it is. We still got the game, so I'm excited.
So the last thing, the one thing we were going to talk about was with Ryan here. Do you think we can kind of talk about it anyways?
Maybe, but I forgot most of what he received.
Okay.
And I don't want to misspeak, but it is a lot.
Yeah. We'll just say a nebulous kind of like, we have stuff. How about that?
We got stuff.
So,
y'all heard of stuff? Well, guess what? We got it.
We got lots of it.
So much stuff. You shake a stick at it.
So, Ryan got a lot of stuff. I don't know how we would describe it, to help out the online community or just us. I don't know, but it's going to be just to give out prizing, and it's Foily Boy stuff.
Foily Boys.
Promo.
Flags.
Yeah, Promo Boy stuff. I do know that there's a lot of bat mites that are to be had. I do know that. It's kind of ridiculous.
Batmite going to my legacy team.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's rotated out.
Yeah. But we do have a lot of stuff, and Ryan said it was sent to Ryan. It wasn't sent to us specifically. I think it was kind of meant for all the channel or something. I don't know.
I'm not taking credit for any of that stuff. It was for Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan can do with it as he pleases. He's just a good dude, and he's going to use it for support with the tournaments and things like that, and maybe not just our tournaments. So
yeah,
Ryan is his own man, and he can go wherever he wants with the prizes he received. There is a lot of cool stuff in there, guys. Things that I wish I could just say, "Hey, Ryan, can I get that?" Because I'm missing that one. But I'm not going to do that. Those are for the people. Yeah. He's bringing it back to you, the people. So he's going to do that.
Don't know what that accent was, but
that was Bane from Batman. It was really bad, just like his freaking voice in that movie.
It's going to be a giveaway for a new one. You were merely born with the giveaway. But
you were molded by it.
Yeah, but we're gonna try to. Ryan's gonna try to be as generous as they possibly. I feel as though Ryan's pretty generous with everything as it is now.
For sure.
So it's just kind of like when he showed us all that, we were just like sitting there for like 30 lines in our group chat, just, oh my God, you got that? Oh my God, you got that? And then he holds up a stack like that, it seems like, and he's like, yeah, this is all of it for the most part. And then he's like, oh wait, there's more. They just couldn't fit it on his hand.
It's crazy. So good stuff, man.
And I know Ryan works with other people on Dice Masters. Like he does stuff with DM Ramada, Steven, and he's been trying to help out True Mr. Six and those boys a little bit on stuff.
Them boys.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone as a creator of the Dice Masters community, we kind of just all try to help each other out as best we can. Sometimes we don't talk as much as we should to other people, but I mean, we're always there if someone needs
Yeah,
us.
especially me. I'm not available most of the time.
Yeah.
So I wish I was, but it's just me.
He also wishes he was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Hermits.
What was that?
Zoidberg. He's
Oh,
he's a
okay.
crab hermit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not hearing no.
That was good.
But
Oh man, yeah. I wish Ryan was here to talk about the prizes, but
because he would show
we'll save
them.
that for another day. Yeah, he would show them off. So we'll save that for another day. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there. I know everyone is doing like 3D printed blanking stuff, and I happen to pick up these blank playing cards. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's 50 blank playing cards. They're Dice Master size cards, so like it's a Green Devil mask, so they're kind of the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of doing like hand drawn cards. So like there goes Shriek right there, so that you get shrieked and you just throw this over your card. So kind of like the old ones I had before when we used to play it early on.
That you would doodle at the store and give to people.
Yeah, or I still have my whole stack of the ones that I would do when we were doing live streams. Remember, I would just sit here and draw and color them on permanent markers.
If there's more people on stream, you do that anyway. Still.
Sometimes I just ran out of paper at my desk, which is weird because I have all my pens and markers and stuff like that for drawings, but I don't have paper.
It's
So
because the last time I was over there, I took it all, so you would actually have to pay attention.
you son of a biscuit. But yeah, I have a big old stack of 50 blank playing cards that I want to do sketches on, and maybe we'll put those out as prizing, or maybe do them Patreon giveaways or something like that. I don't know. If you're interested, let me know. Put it in the chat, comments, put it in the Discord. Let me know. Even if there's some specific cards that you would like to see, I'll try to do a different version, a different picture than what's on the card.
Yeah.
So there's that.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
I guess we have more time to talk about the thing that we were going to talk about really next week, but we just kind of tease it right now and explain where it came from.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it.
Because you love this This is Robert's been loving this project, and he's been going hog wild with it.
So it's really hard for me to get excited about stuff to do on the channel sometimes. Sometimes Chris has to be like, "Come on, man, we got to do this. It's for the channel." Blah blah blah, and I'm just like, "Oh man, screw you guys. I'm going home." But we were talking to Reg the other night after the live stream last week on Wednesday, and we started thinking about different the product delays and things like that, and people were excited about team packs, and I was like, what would be really cool, and a lot of different types of card games I think probably do this, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh will do it, where they'll put out they'll reprint old cards. So like with Yu-Gi-Oh, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, in the very first set, I'll just use this one as an example because it's always also in Dice Masters. There's a card called Monster Reborn, and they reprinted it up. I don't even know how many times at this point. It started coming in starter sets, collector's packs, and blah blah blah. But Dice Masters doesn't really do that. They'll reprint the card, but we have Resurrection. Yeah, I get that.
Basic actions get reprinted a lot.
All the time. Yeah, and some cards will have the same abilities. I mean, I think there's a spot actually that got reprinted exactly the same as one spot that already exists.
In the future, yeah.
In the future spot.
Yeah.
But
regular current
we
spot?
Started thinking about
future spot.
Yeah. Started thinking about, I was like, what if Dice Masters did that? What if we got like a cool, I don't know what you would want to call it, like a best of team pack maybe, a meta team pack, early meta. I don't know whatever we would call it. So we started brainstorming, coming up with different ideas. And Reg actually was the one that brought that up, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we do like a year one dice? So I started looking at all the sets and things like that. And so I went to the Dice Coalition's page, and I went to their what is it? Yeah.
Brain puppies.
Brain puppies. What is the lexicon? I think that's what it is. And
Team Builder?
I did. No, was it it's the wiki.
Oh, okay.
I went to the wiki, so you can, if anybody wants to follow along, if you go to their wiki on the Dice Coalition, you can click on sets or just hover over and then go to sets by release date, and it'll give you all the sets released in the order that they came out, obviously. So I was like, you know what would be a cool way to try to group together a nice little team pack based off of some of the cards that we saw early on. And I know Chris wasn't around for year one of Dice Masters. I kind of came in late. I came into Dice Masters after that first year, and I had never heard of it. I came in right when Ultron released, so that was right there at the end of year one. So looking at the release dates, we have AVX, Uncanny X-Men, Yu-Gi-Oh, D&D Battle for Faerun, and Justice League. So we have 5 sets that we're actually discussing as a channel to try to figure out what would be some good cards to like throw in a team pack. Typically team packs are 8 cards?
Yeah.
I think 8 cards and 2 dice a piece. So we're kind of break that format, probably go 10 cards, 2 per set, and maybe 3 basic actions, so that if somebody's new that never got to experience year one of Dice Masters, like Chris, or somebody that's straight up brand new that's never played Dice Masters before, can experience the meta or just experience some of those cool interactions that we had early on with our teams and sets and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're working towards next week, guys. So what we would say to you is get ready, maybe for the stream. If you're going to join us, you can have your cards that you would have wanted to see from year one get reprinted, and we can discuss it. You can see how what you chose compares to what we chose, and I think that'd be a cool little exercise to do. So we're calling it the CR Game Room Year One Team Pack. Yeah. So I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah,
I was really excited about it. I was like, "Hey guys, did you do your thing? Did you do your thing? I already got my list. These are all the cards that I would like to see." So yeah, there's been some heated discussions about some of the cards we put in there, just because they're so broken or annoying. But again, like I said, that was the meta. Those were the cards people were playing. They were frustrating. Year one was frustrating. Even year two was kind of frustrating. So
yeah,
oops.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with me is I didn't really go back and play that much of the previous sets, so I've gone through and looked at all the cards, and it's hard for me to not agree with what they put up there on theirs, but there's like one or two that I deviate, but it's just like I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. It's just I wasn't here for that, so it's like hard for me to really just dig deep into it and just say, yeah, this needs a reprint, and it's something different than everyone else requested, because most likely they're like, yeah, that's a dumb card that doesn't do what you think it does.
Yeah, a lot of early wording on a lot of the wording early on was bad on Dice Master cards.
Yeah,
it caused a lot of problems, and we worked through that. I feel like we're in probably a better place now than we were when the game first came out, obviously, but I think it's exciting. I'm kind of excited about this. Obviously, I don't think WizKids will ever do this.
no,
they'll probably never put this out because they'll never reprint these cards. I don't think.
some of the busted things that would come back out if they allowed people to play, if it was reprinted and like, yeah, it's treated as a new set, so play with it. There's so many cards that would just break Modern. It would be dumb.
Oh, for sure. But I think also in their own rules forum and formats, they have Golden Age. So these are all Golden Age cards, 100% Golden Age cards, every single one of them.
Yeah.
So why don't you get those cards into some newer players' hands.
Yeah, player one wins.
I'm here for it, man.
Man, there's some horror stories about before they changed the you roll 3 dice on turn one if you go first. But
Oh yeah,
like before that was changed, there was some like I believe it was like something like 90% win rate if the person went first.
I don't know if it was that high, but it was high. It was a really high percentage. Like if you went first, you're probably pretty much guaranteed to win.
Yeah. Now it's still you're still have a better chance of winning than going second, but it's more even.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, Jazzy, what are you talking about? You are going off, young lady. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Definitely tune in next week for that. We have our list semi completed. We're just going to iron out some more details and get together and discuss, and probably put 1 or 2 per set into the team pack. And they're not going to be. At least this is what I'm thinking. We're going to work out the deets, but I don't think it's going to be a cohesive team. You can't just say I'll buy this team pack and play it. Obviously, it has 10 characters in it or 10 cards that you probably can't play. Obviously, because you have 8 cards on your team. But I think they're cool cards to have at any point in time.
Yeah, and a lot of them. I'm not gonna go into like how hard they would be to find or whatever.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I'll just stop there.
No spoilers. Yeah, stop it. You stop it right now.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it because I think it could get to a heated debate on the channel.
Oh, it is. It's gonna get hot. So be ready for that. And I do think next week we are gonna have the whole crew. I think Ben will be here.
Hopefully, if he
Hopefully
can
Ben.
work with his work.
I think he said he'll be here next week.
Okay.
So we're gonna have 5 peeps talking about some really broken cards, and so it's gonna be a lively stream next week. So
I'm going to try to mediate everyone so it doesn't get crazy.
If all goes according to plan, it'll be a good show, a really good show.
Because I'll just say this: 2 of the people on the channel are very opinionated on Golden and what should and shouldn't go in there. So it could be fun, and they're very different on their opinions. So we'll see. Yeah. All right. So yeah, look forward to that, everyone. I think that's all we're gonna say about that.
Show.
Do you want to talk about shows?
Ooh,
we haven't talked about shows in a long time.
We really haven't. I haven't watched any shows though. I'm behind. You know what I have been watching that I'm almost done with, and I'm like a year behind. But I've been watching Umbrella Academy. Did I mention that on stream yet? I don't know if I have.
You've mentioned it to me like 5 or 6 times, and you're like, "Oh, you should watch that. You should watch that." But anytime I tell you to watch something, you're like, "No, I'm not going to do that."
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. You don't like good shows. That's the problem.
Stupid jerk.
If you like good shows, I would watch your show. Yeah, I started watching Umbrella Academy. I know Jazzy's seen it, so she told me to watch it a long time ago. But I just haven't got around to it. Usually, the thing for me is like with these long shows like that or shows on Netflix, I watch them when I'm at the gym, and I haven't been to the gym in forever. And I just recently started going back this past month, so that's how I've been catching up on it. And I only watch it when I'm at the gym. So
he has been getting more swole. If you guys haven't noticed, I mean, look at him.
Swole.
And also, My Hero Academia.
Oh, that's back. I only saw the first episode though. I'm behind.
Second episode's. You would describe the first episode as filler.
First episode was a reintroduction to everybody.
Yeah.
So it was a filler, but with substance, I guess.
Yeah. Which I think it's kind of the same thing with episode 2, but for the villains.
Okay.
So
that makes sense because the villains
they're kind of a big deal now.
Yeah. It's really good. So that's interesting. And Mike just finished the last season of Breaking Bad.
Someone hasn't watched it.
I've never seen Breaking Bad. There's just something about Malcolm's dad selling drugs.
Oh, man.
I just can't get into that.
I've watched all of the Breaking Bad like 2 or 3 times through. The wife has watched it like 7 times, I think.
Jeez.
And then
Y'all probably make your own meth now.
Better Call Saul. That's another good show. It's about to come back. I don't know. It's very weird and don't really know when stuff's coming back for that because they're very bad at saying this is coming back this time.
Yeah.
And then
What else? What else you got?
Masked Singer. It's a show
Oh.
that I didn't think I was gonna like. Last year I started watching it with the wife on the second episode. I love that show.
Yeah.
I feel as though I shouldn't love it, but I
I
do.
like singing shows.
I think you
If
would
you
like it.
if y'all didn't know, I really like to sing even though I'm bad at it. So
No, you're okay at it. I'm
I'm
terrible.
okay at it. Yeah, but I really enjoy singing shows, singing competitions. Sometimes I'm not a fan of all of them, but yeah, I really like the voice. I like the voice because they're it's different. Like they don't see the person. You're going off of their voice 100%. It could be rigged, who knows? But they don't give that appearance.
Hmm.
And I enjoy that. Not like American Idol or America's Got Talent and stuff like that, where you can see them, they kind of prejudge them and stuff like that.
They're prejudiced.
I mean, that could be. I don't know, but I just like the voice better because I feel like it is legit. You're listening to their voice. It's exactly what it says.
Yeah.
But I enjoy singing competitions. I haven't had a chance to watch The Masked Singer. I think I've caught a couple of episodes here or there. I saw the one last year with Latoya Jackson
Yeah.
when she got unmasked, and I was like, "Oh, Latoya Jackson can sing. She's pretty decent."
She's
I mean, she
always
was
been,
okay.
she
Who was the other person? Tori Spelling, I think, was on
yeah.
there.
This Tori Spelling who
wasn't-
who will do anything as long as she gets paid.
Yeah. Well, she's probably broke. That's probably why.
Yeah.
The Masked Singer is definitely interesting. You know what kind of turns it off for me? Is what's the Asian guy's name?
Ken
He's a
Jeong.
doctor. Ken Jeong. I like him, but sometimes I feel like he's too much.
He's
You know what
not
I
on
mean?
the show that much though. I mean, like
No?
he's a judge on the show and he's there always, but they don't allow it. Like this year, they've kind of pulled back the judges a little bit from
Okay.
they're no longer down lower, they're back further, and yes, they do make their comments, but they focus more on the contestants a whole lot more. I feel, and I feel like it's just overall a better season.
Okay. So they improved it a little bit.
Yeah,
Who are the judges? I noticed that Nicole Scherzinger.
I don't know her name, but yeah, sure. And then what's his name? That his God, he had the hit song that
the Blurred Lines guy.
yeah, that he had all of
Yeah,
his
I
money
forget his
got blurred away.
Yeah, his dad was on the one show.
His dad was a singer songwriter too.
He was in the show with
Growing Pains.
Yeah, Growing Pains. There it is.
Yeah. The other side.
The Other Side of the Moon. I'll have to check that out. I need to check out a lot of movies. I'm behind.
You still haven't checked out They Live.
No, I have not.
So another
One
show that I'm watching, and so far it's okay. It's Carol's Second Act. I like Patricia Heaton. She's been in a few shows that I like. She was in Everyone Loves Raymond. She was okay in that. Then she was in the Middle, and I really liked that show, and I thought she was fun.
She's the mom?
Yeah.
The mom from that show? Okay.
And then she's doing the show called Carol's Second Act, where she's a doctor later on in life, and she's like, it's her first job as a doctor, and it's kind of annoying the way it's starting out because it's like it starts out as a normal slapsticky CBS comedy, and I don't necessarily like that anymore. I watched Big Bang Theory all the way to the end because I watched it from the start.
You already invested, so.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the last 2 seasons of Big Bang Theory. I'm behind.
It was good. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't the last half season was kind of like very predictable, but I feel like that show was kind of just predictable anyways. But
Oh, sure.
what else have I been watching? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've been watching. Did anyone else go see Joker besides me?
I want to see
I
it.
think Jazzy saw it. That movie was so good, dude. It was so good. I know you like artsy movies, or at least you have more of a taste for movies than I do. Let's put it that way.
I like good movies.
Yeah. That's debatable.
You have terrible taste in movies.
I saw the Joker, and Joker was good. So
I've also
I like
heard from a lot of like people that movie reviewers that hate comic book movies because there's no substance. They said that the Joker movie was a legitimately good movie without it being a
Yeah,
comic book movie.
it's definitely not a comic book movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take that character out. You don't even have to call it the Joker. You could call it
The clown.
the comedian or the clown, the jester, whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. It's just about this dude with a mental disorder that gets tired of people's crap. It's so good.
Sounds like my life story.
Yeah. You could have called it Chris, and there you go. Man, that movie is so good, man. Joaquin Phoenix did such a great job in that movie.
Yeah.
The ending was so good. Man, I can't say enough good things about the Joker. It's gonna win an award. It's gonna win an Oscar probably.
I should come and watch it.
I don't know about best film, but it's gonna get a good movie.
We should
That's
watch
gonna-
it or something like
We
that.
should.
Yeah.
Let's go. I need to watch Zombieland. Zombieland came out this past weekend, and I missed it.
I heard it's terrible.
Really, I heard it was good. I think Jazzy saw it last night, and she said it was funny.
Was it exactly the same movie as it was before?
I don't know. It looks like it was trying to do too much.
Yeah.
But I still want to see it because I saw the first one. I really enjoyed it, even though Bill Murray was in it. And guys, I don't like Bill Murray. I said it. Send your hate emails to Chris.
No, don't send them to me. Spoiler alert: Bill Murray dies in the first one.
Yep.
In a very,
Yep.
very funny way. Oh my god.
It's not that funny because Bill Murray's not that funny to me.
Oh.
But yeah, it was kind of funny. I was like, why would you creep up with somebody in
A zombie
apocalypse dressed like a zombie? Like that's the dumbest thing. He got what he deserved. So yeah, that came out.
He's a
and,
national treasure, sir.
if you say so. The Star Wars trailer came out, dude. Did you get to see that? I don't know if you're out on Star Wars like a lot of people are, but
I'm not out on Star Wars, but it's just like, how many of them do they put out a year now? Like one every year at the very least.
So-
I like my Star Wars to have at least 2 or 3 years in between, and everyone get pissed off about it not coming out. That's what I like.
I'm fine with it. I like Star Wars. I hated The Last Jedi. But I'm interested to see what happens with this. There was a lot of speculation and theories about whose Rey's parents really are. There was a theory that she might be a clone of the Emperor Palpatine. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, in The Last Jedi, when she goes down into that little cave area and she sees her reflection, and then there's like a whole row of nothing but Reys like behind her and in front of her. I was like, you know what? That could be part of the clone thing. That she is a clone.
Maybe the Sand
bum,
People
bum.
are her family. she's she's just like a really evolutionized sand person.
Yep. They scare easily, but they'll be back and in greater numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how Star Wars is going to go. I need to buy my ticket. They went on sale on Monday, and I'm slacking.
It's
And I
probably
don't
too
wanna
late
miss it. Nah, they were still available. I just haven't done it yet. I'm waiting to get a head count because I want to go see it in IMAX 3D
on Thursday.
on Thursday.
If
the
you-
day it comes out.
If you were gonna go see it on Saturday or whatever, I would go see it with you. But
If it's good, I might see it again.
Like-
I usually see Star Wars twice in the theaters every single time.
you saw Captain Marvel second time with me,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to a theater by your house. You're like, yeah, it's an okay theater. It's miles better than the one by my house. You've ruined me for watching movies at my
Sorry.
local theater because I'm like, yeah, this
Which
is a
one did-
really great theater.
Did we go to the Lux Theater? Was that the one?
It was at the mall.
Oh, the mall movie. Okay, we went to the AMC,
Yeah.
but the parks. Okay. Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. It's not the best though for you, is it?
That one, no, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's the IMAX 3D. Ooh, Venom 2 with Shriek. Shriek's gonna be in Venom 2. I didn't.
You can hate on her on the big screen now.
Yeah. I didn't hate the first Venom movie. If we're being honest, I thought it was just okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Hardy, like
At all. Yeah.
I don't like Tom Hardy. I mean, I don't hate him as a person at all. Just like as an actor, I haven't seen a lot of movies with him in it, and that's my fault. So I'm just judging him off of the handful of movies that I've seen him in, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
What I saw.
me and Robert will be hanging out sometimes. Then all of a sudden he'll go into a 30-minute diatribe about how he hates Tom Hardy as an actor.
It's not how I hate him. He ruined Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. So.
But why?
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Was it Tim Miller? Is that his name? That did the Deadpool movies. I know he did the first one.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. And then I know that there's talks of Spider-Man showing up in the Venomverse. So not Tom Holland showing up in the Venomverse. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be ridiculous. So I'm excited.
And Marvel's going to help out more with doing the Venomverse type stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good investment for both of them.
Yeah.
So, get over yourselves. You're going to make money. Come on, Sony.
And it's a good way to stay in shape.
And it's a great way to stay in shape. And on that note, we are over. It's 10:01. Do you have anything else for all the lads and ladies?
No, I think that's it. Start thinking about your stuff for year one cards that you want to talk about next week, because we're going to be talking about it, and we'll look at the comments and following along with chat like we always do. So,
yeah. Again, just to recap, year one is AVX, or Avengers vs. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Faerun, and Justice League. I don't think we're going to include any OP cards. I don't think there was any OP cards back then that were really that anyone had to have or anything like that. But we'll talk about it, think about it. Those are the 5 sets that we'll be discussing and putting into a team pack. So we look forward to class participation.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Go Cowboys. That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.